Viewers, continuing with the presentations under the Zoological Society of Assam, today I have taken the topic Geological Time Scale and Distribution of Animals, and the part 1 comprises of Geological Time Scale. At the end of the topic, you will be knowing the conceptual ideas on the topic with historic reference, what is the basis of a geological calendar, the important terminologies of geological time scale, the units of time in a time scale concept, the different geological time scale constructions, and the topics intended for the part 2 of this topic. Now, just as all records of births and deaths help us to create a lineage, similarly, what is geological time scale? It is a record of Earth's history based on the organisms that lived at different times. So we can say that it is an event-by-event documentation, and concisely we can say that the geological time scale is a system of chronological measurement that relates stratigraphy to time and is used by zoologists, geologists, paleontologists and other earth scientists to describe the time and relationship between the events that have occurred throughout the Earth's history. Now here stratigraphy means the relative position of strata and their relationship to the geological time scale. Now let us go a bit into the history as to who created the geological time scale. The first geological time scale was proposed in 1913 by the British geologist Arthur Holmes. Now, what is the importance of geological time scale? We have different types of calendars, and these calendars help us to get things organized. In the context of today's topic, geological events also can be synchronized with the periodic durations. I mean to say that the geological time scale is the calendar for events in the Earth's history. It subdivides all time into named units of abstract time. In the descending order of duration, it can be named as aeons, eras, periods, epochs and ages. The enumeration of these geological time units is based on fossil study, which already I have dealt with, and stratigraphy, which is the correlation and classification of rock strata. One of the most widely used standard charts showing the relationships between the various intervals of geological time is the International Chronostratigraphic Chart, which is maintained by the International Commission on Stratigraphy. I'll deal with it in the next few slides. Now, this is just a pictorial description of how a geological time scale looks like. Nothing to do with constructing your own geological time scale, but this is given from a website and I have already mentioned the source. Now let us try to get into the terminologies by defining them. Try to memorize the same because you may get short questions on these. Now an aeon, it is defined as a unit of time equal to a billion years. That means max billion years. An era is a division of time within an eon but does not have a fixed number of years. The Mesozoic era, for example, lasted from 252 million years to 66 million years ago. Then we have a period, typically refers to a subdivision of an era, and its length is determined by a system of dating based on examining fossil evidence belonging to a particular area. So these are the most important terminologies, and here I have mentioned the source of the pictorial diagram of the geological calendar. It shows the living organisms or the living animals that has been found over different eras or periods. so that you can have an idea of how a geological time scale related to zoology looks like. Now, under the time scale unit concept, eon is the mega unit comprising a duration of 500 million of years or more time. Era is used to refer the duration of several hundred millions of years. Period is used to cover hundreds of millions of years. Epoch is used to denote the duration of tens of millions of years. And age is used to cover a duration of millions of years in the Earth's history. Now, this is how a geological time scale looks like. And if you can just take one example, for example, the Mesozoic era, you can see how it is related to the different periods like the Cretaceous, Jurassic and the Triassic. Similarly, you can also relate the other eons with their respective eras and periods. Now, this is a detailed geological time scale where you can find all divisions of time, for example, the eons, eras, periods, epochs, and as various authors have developed different justification, for example, in classification of animals, similarly, there are variations in the constructions of geological time scale also. But as our subject matter is animals, we will concentrate more on the distribution of animals. But I just want to tell you that based on different criteria, the geological time scale can be constructed in a likewise manner, and different geological time scale constructions are placed by different scientists, just like different authors place the classification of animals in zoology. Now, this is the latest international chronostratigraphic chart developed by the International Commission on Stratigraphy. The web address is mentioned here, and you can just have an idea by visiting their website. With reference to the previous slides, the details of the International Chronostratigraphic Chart will include the original table and the details of the ratified GSSP at this address, that is www.stratigraphy.org. And the International Chronostratigraphic Chart describes the geological time in which the history of the Earth is inscribed. It combines a numerical scale that uses as a unit a million years, that is known as the chronometric scale, and a scale in relative time units, which is known as the chronostratigraphic scale. Now, the chronostratigraphic scale is established by convention and is based on the International Standardized System of Stratigraphical Units, that is Jurassic or Paleocene or other periods or other eras or eons. Now, this system, regulated by the International Commission on Stratigraphy, describes the relative divisions of geological time, that is eons, eras and their subdivisions, and it tries to establish the limits of the units, calibrates them with the chronometric scale and attributing to them the corresponding absolute ages, so that we know in which age which animals existed. With the fossil records, you will be knowing how to link up the existence of animals with the geological time scale. Now friends, apart from your course books, I have given some suggested readings which is less related to zoology but more related to geology. So these are the different readings where you'll find the conceptual ideas on geological time scale. In the upcoming part 2 presentation, I will be including the topics like mass extinctions, appearance of new species or genera of life, mountain building movements, drifting of continents, spreading of ocean floors, widespread glaciations, dominance of certain species, massive migration of life between land and water, and we will be linking them up with the geological time scale. So friends, I have finished the part 1 of the geological time scale and distribution of animals. For feedback, contact me in this address and ping me on my mail IDs in Yahoo and Gmail, and stay tuned.